We've got the man himself, Mr. Hardy, who's been around in the music industry for many years, right? We know him from the Underworld album and the Turn On album, what he's done, right? We need to know where has he been? I mean, what's been going on, Hardy? I mean, kithe rehte yaar? Kithe gayab ho gaye?
No, I'm doing good. I'm doing well. You know what I mean? Took a little time out, but it's okay. I'm back. And my love for music is even stronger now. So I'm looking forward to coming producer as well. So I'm very, very blessed, and I thank God every day.
Fantastic. You're looking fresh though. Kafi refresh hoye ho lagde hain. Kafi chutiyan le liye tusri lambiyan.
Well, I had a nice break, so I'm fresh and ready.
Yeah.
I mean,
fantastic. But congratulations for your comeback. Glad to see you back in the music industry, doing things, you know. Tell us a bit, where did all the music games started? Tell us a bit about the journey. Kitthon shuruaat hui, you know. I
never knew as growing up even in elementary school, that I was going to be an artist or a singer or something, or like in producing in music even. I'm not doing world tours. I never did that. I thought I was going to be an ice hockey player. You know, I grew up in Prince George.
Yes.
And so I had a passion for ice hockey. So I thought I'd be an ice hockey player, but I didn't get that big. But, you know, 13, I was 13 years old. Yeah, my love for music, you know what I mean, and came out, and I met Mr. Jazzy B at a young age. So,
wow.
And then history was sort of something. You know what I'm saying?
So 1993 the galla mere khayal, where you kind of got together with Jazzy and everything, and you know, got to know him. Tell us a bit that because मैं एक थोड़ी interview with देखी थी, but I think it was 2010, I think.
Yes.
I think it was some fashion show जिथे तुसी काफी fashionable होए, उसे काफी सोना साना पाया सी, मुंदरा पाया सी, right?
Yeah. It was like 1 in the morning. It was like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah. काफी बात हुई थी थोड़ी. You looked like a bit, you know, you looked a bit exhausted at that point. Yeah. Yes, So Jazzy होना ना थोड़ी मुलाकात हुई from a very young age. You know, I think most like all of you who are watching us know that I think you gifted a gold kanda as well once to Jazzy.
Yes. I mean, I designed everything, what he's wearing. You know, but yeah, I mean, I had a really passion for designing and clothes and fashion, and not just sports. I mean, obviously I have a passion for music and just, I mean, fashion. Yeah, I love my fashion, and I don't know. I've been very blessed by God, and I don't know. Yeah, so it was pretty, you know what I mean? And I'm very excited for my new projects that are coming up as well. So
fantastic, absolutely. We're looking forward to them, and especially talking about Manzila as well. Manzila,
Hanji,
massive. I mean, it was almost like a relaunch of Hardy once again, seeing full energy.
Yeah.
We've always been seeing you, and with Hassan Manik. I mean, what a collaboration there! Fantastic.
Hassan Manik is doing well, you know what I mean, and I have a great relationship with him. You know, and he calls me Mamaji, and it's a very, very strong relationship. And even Indie Blink, you know, the whole team we have, you know what I mean, and we're ready to roll and do world tours. The team's ready, you know what I mean, and you know, I'm designing him the suits, you know, and be good. You know, I can't wait to go on stage again. I can't believe it either. You know what I mean? I would
fantastic.
Never think of going, you know, back into music after 2011. I did leave the whole. You know, I just need a little break, and I did leave. But that's kind of personal, but no problem. You know what I mean? And I'm back, and looking forward to the new projects.
Fantastic. I mean, Paji, you just mentioned 2011. I mean, from 2011 to 2021, I mean, you must have done a lot of pilot study. I mean, काफी बदलाव हो गया in the music industry. There's a lot of change in the content, in the music, name artists it's grown quite massively now. I mean, tell us a bit that side of things. I mean, you've been off the scene, off the music industry. Studies to काफी कितनी होनी है how the industry is working nowadays. I mean, tell us a bit that side of things as well.
Hanji, obviously always studying. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of music, so I listen to everyone. You know what I mean? But you know, but I think the music quality. I think you know, live percussion. You know, on a laptop, it's that laptop sound you're getting. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
And it's not, people aren't going into the studio as much. I remember going to studio, live percussion, live bands. That's, you know, I'm more into that, and I'm going to bring that sound back. You know, quality.
Wow.
You know, it's going to be
absolutely
perfection. You know what I mean? What, like how, I don't know. I just that sound of music, that toll, and everything. That's just, you know, you could hear that song after 10 years, 12 years. You know, it still be bouncing. That's the way. You know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. I mean, coming across when, you know, when you were in the music industry, you know, from the 90s to now, yes. You know, you've seen all the live music side of things as well to see, you know, coffee stages to perform kita worldwide, you know, UK, Canada, you know. I've got that a bit of the Canadian accent in me now as well. Canada, Toronto, you know.
Man.
Yeah, so you performed by, you know, all the world globally. I mean, various stages you performed. I mean, the 90s era when UK Bhangra was very massive at the time.
Yes.
The live bands and everything. You know, tell us a bit about the experience when, you know, performing back then. Because also, you know, for UK, Jazzy B and the Boys,
yes,
was something different and something big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Canada de Rehne Wale, a Canadian kind of dialect, a different kind of vibe in your music, different sound. We're having Shinda, you know, rest of the boys as well. Tell us a bit about that journey as well. Just from Canada to UK, that jara safar hai na.
Yes.
Tell us a bit that as well.
I mean, yeah, obviously, like, in '95, I first came to England. You know, the folk and funky album. You know, and
yeah,
and going to, you know, I was still a teen. You know, going to these club shows and life. You know, like. I was still a teen going to clubs and, you know, going to gigs. It was like, yeah, I remember seeing that, you know, and that live band experience. And, you know, there's a lot of other bands back then too, B20. I mean, the shows were just, you know, amazing. You know what I mean? The whole.
Oh, yeah, they were massive. They're massive. Absolutely.
Vibe is just amazing. You know what I mean? And it's truly missed, obviously, right? So, I mean, this whole COVID thing has kind of slowed everything down. But
absolutely. Yeah.
Hopefully everything gets picked up. You know, God bless. And yeah,
Bilkul. It's kind of, I mean, since last year, it's slowed down a lot for the live music side of things and, you know, the shows and concerts. And it's kind of taken back a lot of artists, you know. So, but hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, things may settle down this year at some point, you know, and things can get back to normal.
Been hard on all the artists, you know, but I've been away, so, but I mean, I had my break, but now I'm ready to rock and roll, man. You know, and you know, music is. I'm preparing my music, and I just want to tell everybody, all the viewers, you know, look out and give me a chance, and you're gonna get some nice music coming up. You know, my next project, you know, is a surprise. You know, I would like to say so much about it, but you know, Manzila was an appetizer, but the main course, I promise, is the next song. Get the best of the best, you know what I mean? So, and I'm very excited.
Well, I mean, Paji, Manzila, I mean, you're mentioning Manzila, right? That track. I remember the day when that released, right? Opinion, this is what apne view, right? I was at work at that point when Manzila released, right? I was in the office. And it was everywhere. Like, in a couple of hours, it just stormed the whole music. I mean, the worldwide. I mean, sare haran ho gaye. That first we saw the poster with Hassan Manak. Then we see a poster with you next to Hassan Manak. I'm like thinking, yo, this is going to be something massive. And it actually proved it. And having you in the intro and the outro, it was almost like the masala in the Masranti dal, I would say.
Maybe, you know, I mean, that was just, it was a great feeling, you know, to come, you know, it was an Indie Bling's idea, you know, Iceberg Studio, Jazzy, and obviously Hassan Manik. I mean, wow, what a powerful singer. You know what I mean? Like what the fresh breath, fresh breath of air. You know what I mean? Now in the music industry, you know what I mean? He's gonna be big, and I know the whole world is excited. We get a lot of messages, you know, and
Wow.
you know, and a lot of love. You know, ekado hunde a bhi, you know, है ना?
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਨਾ ਉਹੀ ਤਾਂ ਅਸਲੀ ਸਵਾਦ ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਨਾ when you've got haters out there or people who are criticized of your work, they're the ones who actually give you more power to actually produce more good music.
You know, I everywhere I went, you know, in England, I always get love. You know, I don't, I haven't that many haters. But I know who's hating. I know Ekado. You know, yes, I love everybody. You know what I mean? I love you all, man. And I'm back, and I can't wait to see you all on tour, man. I'm just very excited. You know, I mean, I would. It's pretty early here still, but I'm so full of energy, and I mean, it's.
Wow. No, that's good, man. It's good to see you back. I mean, you know, ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਫੈਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ, I mean, you are known as a trend. ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦਾ ਨਾ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਸੈਟਰਸ ਕਿਉਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਆ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ I always attract to people who are very fashionable for some reason, and you're one of those people who actually had your own kind of style from day one. I mean, with the long hair at one point, बड़े लंबे लंबे बाल से सोने सुनखे बाल से थोड़े चंगे शैम्पू कंडीशनर ला लू के काफी लंबे कीते से तुसी, है ना? So the long hair, the box beard, the sideburns, the jewelry,
Wow.
the fulla wali shirt. We can't forget about that shirt, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the fashion side of things of Hardy. I mean, what fashion labels you attract to?
Came at a young age with me. I mean, I remember even in elementary school when I was going to, you know, like I never wore jeans in elementary school. I don't remember wearing, you know, I was wearing dress pants or, you know, a shirt. I mean, people, you know, all my cousins or everyone used to call me Mr. Dress Up, you know, but I've always had that. I don't know. And then it's always dressed. I don't know what it was, but you know, I like fashion. I like looking good. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the jewelry, the rings. I mean, you know, the white shirt, red tie. You know, come on. You know, it's about, you know, that's what's quite interesting about Punjabi music as well, where there's always some sort of thing what becomes an iconic thing. Like, for example, I remember when the Romeo album released, you know, with you and Jazzy and then Shinda on the music and everything.
Yeah.
And it was a different look where you've got spiky hair with a little bit of highlights, the gold rings, the coin rings, the kanda, the H, gold medallion you wear as well. I mean, the pendant. I mean, I think the Romeo album was something where actually, yeah, exactly, that's the one. That is the one. The H pendant of Hardy. I mean, iconic. I mean, the Romeo album was something very interesting when it comes down to fashion. I mean, all the clothing and everything. Yeah, coffee. You know, the effort was put in the album. You know.
Yeah, that was. You know what I mean, and it's amazing. I look back at it. You know, and even the gaddi mode ke. You know what I mean. I mean, I did that intro. My kya gaddi da beja pehla hi puchi jani ke thena. ਅੱਜ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਫੁੱਲ ਵਾਲਾ ਸੂਟ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਦੇਣਾ ਹੀ ਦੇਣਾ.
Oh, gee, wow, look at that style, man. You know, that is an iconic dialogue of that track, you know, and I think everyone
all those, man. I mean,
still remembers it.
Doing the my snaps, मैं क्या सरजा पार्टी ਜਾਂਦਾ ला लेने को. I mean, I get that, you know, on my snap. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I mean,
yeah, I'm quite surprised, Hardy. I mean, with you doing all these dialogues and these kind of, you know, punches in certain tracks, I'm quite surprised that you haven't been approached by a big producer for a film, you know, because it just brings back that old Punjabi films as well. You know, dialogues of time, you know, Yograj Singh and Gugu Gill and all the dialogues used to be. It's just almost, it's quite a you know, the resemblance is there.
Thank you. No, we'll do something. You know, I mean, eventually, like I'm back now. You know, I'll eventually see Diljit, and you know, I would love to do something with him. You know what I mean? So like, we'll bunt. You know, I've met him before, so we'll reunite now. You know what I mean? It's time. You know what I mean? So I think movies started then. You know what I mean? And then I kind of took a little break. I need that little break. You know what I mean? It was personal, and but I'm really looking forward to now. You know what I mean? And yeah, maybe a film. That's a good idea. I've never thought of it.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. A film is an interesting thing because I remember when I think he was involved in the music of Shahid Uddham Singh as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one production, which was very, very interesting to see a UK producer with UK artist, Jazzy, even Parvinder Tami as well from Hira. I mean, he did a track on that film as well.
That's it.
That was an interesting production there.
Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, yeah, those good times. But yeah,
Well,
like you're talking about films, yeah, that'd be something that we'll see. You know what I mean? I'm ready. You know what I mean? Action.
I mean, the reason why I mentioned films is because looking at the industry outside of India, about the UK vibe back then. I mean, you would expect that by now we would have been having a film industry in the Western world as well.
Yeah, I mean, well, this, like, look at it, the whole industry's changed now. Like this COVID thing, just God bless, this thing go away. You know what I mean? And hopefully everything gets back to normal. Even normal seems to be good. Talking about this and what's happening in India. You know what I mean? That's, like what's happening with the Modi. Come on. You know what I mean? Like those 3 laws.
Yeah, with the farmers and things, it is bad. It is bad. I mean, for so many months, right, the farmers are just struggling to just do one simple thing, which is to tarnish the farmers' bills. I mean, it's just gone to a different level now.
Yeah, this. I mean, it's a big game, but I mean, they've been planning this. You know what I mean? I mean, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? He has his own agenda, Modi, and but yeah, that's totally wrong.
It's totally wrong. Absolutely wrong. I mean, we all hope. I mean, those who are watching as well, we're hoping that soon things get back to normal because end of the day, it's a situation where no one wants to be in. It's kind of
crazy.
Yeah.
And
yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully everything gets better, and just keep strong, Ekaro, and we gotta be united. You know what I mean? Just spread love, stay positive, and no hate, So
absolutely, no doubt. I mean, Paji, coming back to your collaboration with Hassan Manik. I mean, a 3rd generation of the Manik family, right? It's a massive thing. I mean, ख्याल नहीं कोई और artist होगा in there during Kuldeep Manik's time, Manik Saab's time, who did the GPD chaldi hove hun, right? So this is Hassan Manik now, right?
Yeah.
The search of Hassan Manik, I mean, tell us a bit, how did this get put together where Hassan Manik's in India, you're in Canada, Manzla track baniya, made a huge headline worldwide. It's an anthem, I would say. It's bringing back real music and real folk here, right? Tell us a bit about that link with Hassan Manik. Where did it all start?
And it started in around, I think it was in summertime. I've seen interviews, some of his interviews, and then obviously Facebook, and then I'm through Facebook and stuff like that. And I was talking to Indie Bling, and then he knew about me, and we just kind of from there. And then obviously Hassan knew about me as well, and then that's it. And we started talking, and we connected on day one because I knew his grandpa really well.
Absolutely, yeah, because you're quite very close to Ustad Kuldeep Manik Saab as well,
Yes. I've known him since a little kid.
Wow.
Yes.
Manik Saab, I mean, legend. I mean, like,
legend. I mean,
every single generation listens to his music as an inspiration.
Yes. I have a lot of respect, and like to see Hassan and the resemblance. It's there. The voice.
Absolutely.
And very blessed, and I was so happy to see that. I was just so happy, and and I told him I would be with him. Like, don't worry, Mamaji's with you all the way. I'll be beside you, and and you do your thing. No one's gonna touch you. Don't be a scratch on him. And that's just.
Wow. And, I think the emotions are attached to because you've heard Ustad Kuldeep Manik Saab from a little age. You've been to various performances alongside with him and Jazzy and all the crew.
Yes.
And now Manik Saab's not with us. Hearing Hassan Manik there's an emotional attachment there as well, where you're hearing Manik Saab.
Yes.
In him.
He's asked me everything, about his grandpa. We've talked, we've talked for hours, and me and Hassan have a great relationship, and through this COVID thing, we can't, I just can't wait to see him, and the world is waiting for him, and he doesn't really realize that, but, people in Canada are excited for him, and people in California, in Australia, so he's gonna have a world tour. I'm very excited for him. You know, I'm supporting him full on. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry I get a little emotional, you know, because of Monica, but yeah, I mean, I'm just excited. Yeah, very excited, very excited. You know, to show the world. You know what I mean? And he's practicing good, and we're gonna bring you the best.
Absolutely, yeah, he is practicing good. I mean, it's good that you mentioned that because you know we've seen some recent videos as well where he's actually rehearsing and practicing. पता चलता है that the guy is actually putting a lot of effort. You know, मेहनत कर रहा है. It's not like auto tuning. ठीक है, auto tuning चलता है आजकल. It's a normal thing now. But जेड़ा live गाना ਹੁੰਦਾ है, that is where you get judged if you're a real artist or not.
He has a very powerful voice for a young man. So, and he has a bright future. Very, you know, excited.
Absolutely.
I mean, and I can't wait to have, you know, suited and booted to both of us on stage.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen the Kurta Chadra of Hassan Manak. We need to see him with the three-piece suit and the goggles, you know, the pendant.
You know, he's going to be the nice shoes and everything. Yeah, we're ready, you know, we're stage ready. And
wow.
Just stay ready, you know what I mean? And, you know, I want to thank the whole team, you know, I mean, this is not possible. Like, even me, you know, coming back, and it was a lot of people, you know, like, even I got to thank, you know, and say hello today, you know what I mean? I want to say hello to my boy Tony, you know what I mean?
Tony Benning, yes, one of our first, I think he was waiting, ke kado main button dawama and we go live, right? He was waiting to that happen, you know, so he's the first viewer of today's session.
You know what I mean? And, you know, he's helped lots, and I want to thank him and just say hello, and Jay, Gurpreet, and all the Birmingham boys, you know what I mean? I love them all, you know, Sony Padi as well. And I miss you. And Jazzy Jalandhari. Number love.
Yeah, about there's some iconic names there, Meshi Paji and, you know, Jazzy Jalandhari, and, you know,
yes,
there's some iconic figures here then, you know, and, you know, talking, Paji, about the break you've had, you know, from the music industry, you know, how you been spending, I mean, how you been spending your time, because those are 11, you know, it was the last kind of seeing you on the camera, I mean, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ, you know, how you spent time, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ 2021 ਤੱਕ ਤੈਅ ਕੀਤਾ, you know, being off the music scene, how's the life been of music?
Yeah, I mean, I get that question a lot, you know what I mean? You know, what happened, you know, I get that question. Yeah, I think it's fair to tell everybody today, you know, I'm not going to do too many interviews and keep explaining myself, but your show, yes, 2011, yes, after the UK tour, I just I came back home, and there's a few, you know, I just went quiet, you know, I just put my phone away, and it just took a little break, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
it was personal, you know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't pick up Jazzy's phone after that, you know what I mean? So it was kind of, and you know, I don't really want to talk about it. And then, yeah, it was hard times after that.
Kenda maksud hai, like from 2011, where, you know, I mean, I presume that you've been working continuous in the music, you know, बाहर किते performance करनी, local भी जाना, international भी जाना. बंदा कोई ना कभी fed up ही हो जाता है. Like, you get a bit kind of like, I've had enough, I need a bit of break, you know, kind of that kind of a vibe बंदे ਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦਾ.
I don't know. It was many things, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I was doing it since as a teenager. I never stopped, you know what I mean? But there's a couple of personal things, but yeah, I mean, that's between me and Jazzy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I just, yeah, I don't really know what to say. You know, I do really want to say something, but I think it's better. I'll just keep it at that. And
yeah, because you know, a lot of people messaged. I mean, when the poster was put out, the fact that, you know, we're doing a world exclusive interview, you know, because we've only seen your interview in 2010, which was a very short interview.
Yeah.
And you're very, although you're in the media, you're all, you know, you're in the camera in front of, you know, in videos and everything. You're very camera shy, I would say. You know, we haven't really seen you much, you know, in doing interviews or anything. So I'm kind of blessed myself as well. Because mauka milya in a, you know, to talk, because a lot of people ask, okay, the fact that, you know, where's Hardy been? Like, you know, he's one of those faces we see in Jazzy's videos, and you know, we've seen you performing live with him as a backing vocalist. You know, bande nu identify ho janda hai, you know, that now we don't see that person performing with him. You know, we don't see him on the stage. You know, people have changed. You know, the whole team's changed.
Yeah.
Where have them people gone? There's a lot of question people ask, and I did get a lot of messages to me as well. The fact that ask Hardy that what actually has gone wrong with the fact that we don't see you with Jazzy no more. We don't see you in the main, like in the front line of his band or anything like that. So काफी लोग ये पूछ रहे हैं, but that's entirely up to you if you want to tell us why and what happened and whatever. Or ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ है, but I'm not going to pressurize you on that.
No, no, like I play ice hockey, like I said, you know what I mean? Like, like I play ice hockey, right? And so, and ice hockey I play because of Wayne Gretzky, like, so, but I know I've seen him from far away, whatever. I've seen him play on TV, but it's not like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean? So, what is a stud? You know what I mean? What is a stud? I mean, it means someone who taught you.
Exactly. I want to clarify that as well. Because आजकल ना ज़माना ऐसा हो गया है that ठीक है, you consider an artist your star. So let's get clear here. Those who are watching us and कुछ producers भी देख रहे हैं, गायक भी देख रहे हैं, singers भी देख रहे हैं सानू. An ustad is someone who you sit with and actually learn from him, physically learn from him. Not like you've heard his song or anything. You sit with the person and learn from it. It's a teacher and a student kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like I was saying, like, Gretzky's not my star because, my own cat, Gretzky mera star, like he's saying Mark's star. You should never forget where you came from, what I'm saying? Like, who's made 14 albums for him, you know what I mean? And who's studio, who's done that, you're not calling him a star no more, you know what I mean? So I think over time, I don't know, money changes someone, like, paisa chad janda dimag, I don't know, like, and you forget all the people who's helped you out, you know what I mean? So I think it's, I mean, it's like, a star, like, star, I know who your real star is, you know what I mean? And then in the first albums, you wrote a star, but I don't want to get into that, you know what I mean? This negative stuff. But, like, I just think people change, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel like it anymore, you know what I mean? And, but yeah, I think we should talk about something else, but but it's
so anyhow, let's change the topic. Right.
I have to tell everybody, yes, like I'm not, but I'm part of that no more. And I'm good. And I am back. And hopefully, they know I'm back. Everybody knows I'm back. And, I'm and we have to stay positive, you know what I mean? And
absolutely, no doubt. I mean, let's talk positive now. I've seen a selfie picture of you, buddy, right, with one of the popular artists currently in the music industry, Karan Aujla, right? Karan Aujla ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਤਸਵੀਰ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖੀ ਸੀ, ਬੜਾ ਇੱਕ furry ਜਿਹਾ soft ਜਿਹਾ coat ਪਾਇਆ, with the beard, and with the selfie and everything. Karan Aujla ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਯਾਰੀ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਈ? How did you get to know Karan Aujla? Did you know him before coming, when he was in music, or you got to know him when he came into music? Tell us a bit about that.
Actually, he said he's met me like when I was in Toronto, when I was touring in Toronto. So he was younger. So what happened with that is that a couple of years ago, Sandeep Rohan, he called me. Him together, and they're like, let's meet up. I said, okay. And I went and meet up. And and I think it was that point. I mean, they really asked me, you got to come back. You know what I mean? How you been? And I explained to Karan, and we sat down. We had a great time. You know what I mean? And he's like, he's like, I want you to come back, man. We got to do something. And I said, let me think about it. And then we went on tour. I was in UK, I think 2019. I came with them and on that gig in Birmingham. But I didn't pick up no mics, but I just kind of got the vibe back, and at that moment, I was like, I missed it. Something came inside me. I really missed the whole scene, and we are planning something, but like we've had a couple meetings again, and but me and Karan are gonna do something nice, soon.
Wow, that'll be very interesting to see that, because you've been in the industry for so many years. Karan Aujla has been popular for these past years. It'll be interesting to see both of you together, from both kind of generations, kind of thing,
Yeah, that's a lot of people are, excited about that. That's gonna be especially for the ladies, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be I have a good idea how it's gonna go down, but
क्या बात है,
Hey, much.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, looking forward to that one.
Projects, I promise, some big bangers coming your way, proper bangers.
Well, we just got a question. What's come up on the screen now? Desi Toon presents from the UK. I mean, he's got a question here now. Will you be working with the Californian king Binda Jat?
Pinda, yeah, Jack. I have a great relationship with Pinda. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could do something. Pinda's he's a brother. Why not? Yeah, Pinda's. Yeah, we'll see. You know what I mean? I'll call him.
It's glad to see him as well, though. It's glad to see that he's actually come back. He's doing things and with the music and things. Because ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ back then. In that era.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I would love to do something. I'll call him after the interview. Maybe we'll do something.
Oh yeah, definitely. It has to be done. It has to be done. Because ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੈ that a lot of those who are tuned in and those who are watching us,
yeah,
we all have grown up listening to Jazzy, Binda Jat Paji, Shinda Paji, yourself involved in there. Even the rest of the crew after that, like Aman here and all them who were producers. We've all grown up listening. I mean, ਸਾਡਾ primary school to ਲੈ ਕੇ high school to college. We've actually grown up listening to you guys, so it would be interesting to see you guys back together doing something.
Yeah, man.
For the generation who have heard you,
Yeah, I mean, England, the artists. I mean, I'm so happy that I got to meet all the artists. You know what I mean? And there's so much talent in UK. You know what I mean? And I just can't wait till the whole gigs, start. You know what I mean? And the club shows and just everything, the whole vibe, the reception parties and the Vyamada program, you know what I mean? And I missed that whole.
Started off discussing this, that the current Kisana da jo ho raha hai, Kisan Andolan and all the farmers, protesting and stuff. Artists have got together. I mean, this is, I would call it historic here because many artists don't actually get to see each other that oftenly.
Yeah.
So now they're currently together, helping out things, being on the front line and stuff like that. Artists and producers outside of India are producing songs as well. Honsla Hafzai Gan waste to give encouragement for the farmers. Shinda has done a couple of tracks. Hassan Manix has done 1 or 2 tracks as well. They've been bangers as well. I mean, we needed Hardy's intro in that one as well. Dialogue delivery honi chahiye sigi jida na jat da gandasa type,
Do something, I mean, I'm not. I didn't want to say that guy's name. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe.
It's sad. Yeah, it's absolutely sad what's going on, and it's kind of. It's involved the whole world,
Prime Minister of your country, and you're treating your. I'm just disgusted. You know what I mean? And
disgusted, man. Disgusted, actually, big time. I mean, another one, the Retro Singh, right? Retro Singh is a very interesting guy. He has a portfolio and encyclopedia of UK's Bhangra music, and he's one of those collectors of the cassettes and CDs and the LP records, So I'm getting right?
Yeah.
He's mentioned that he saw you performing in Leicester. Yeah, so I think he performed it all as well on that gig, I think.
Acha, very good, bro.
He mentioned to me this last night. He said that I'm going to watch you guys live, but I want to mention that quite a long time ago, I don't know if Hardy remembers me, but I played the toll on that gig.
Thank you, bro. Hopefully play toll again, bro. This time we'll bring Hassan Manik and me. Yeah, man.
Oh yes. Well, we're looking forward for that, right? Because Hassan Manik te twadi ji jodi bani hai na. I wish you guys the best of luck, man, because you kind of it's been a while since we've actually koi idda da geet sunya howe jehda sanu lage that it's an anthem or it's something that we can actually listen it, repeat, constant, and I think it has been a while, and I think Manzalan was that track where we were listening in it on Spotify on repeat, because the production, the vocals, the lyrics, and for most of the video, I mean, the video is fantastic, you know.
I guess it was geets भी स्नेहा भी सीगा है so I mean like it
Hmm.
was ना वो गन्ना चक लिया you know like it was something, it was a meaning behind it, you know. I mean even वो कहती सी दो intro नहीं चलने है I said come on, don't worry, this is gonna 5 minute ਦਾ ਗੀਤ, you know, it was like 5.5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's too long. YouTube's are only 3 minutes. I'm like, don't worry, you know. But it was number one. So you know, and Hudson Marnik and Jyoti, the director, Iceman Studio, they did a brilliant job.
Oh yeah, absolutely, you know, no doubt. You got a good team there. It was a good team behind it.
Yes, we have a great team now. You know, I mean, worldwide, I'm just very blessed. You know, I didn't come back, but it's been just blessings from Karan Ajla, and then there's Tony, you know, and my boy Jay, you know, and Jazzy, everybody, you know, just giving me a shirwad. My parents, my mom and dad, you know what I mean, and poton karke dekha kuch, you know what I mean. So it's I mean, you know, it's okay, you know what I mean, but. Yeah, came back. Yeah, it is kind of you don't want to forget your past, but you want to. I wasn't really finished. You know, I wasn't ready to hang it up. You know, and my passion is very strong. You know, I'm very strong now. You know, whoever goes through a little bit of depression, and you know, if you get hurt in life, you just stick with it. You know what I mean? Never give up. That's my just thing with it. You know what I mean? Just stay strong and just believe. You know what I mean? And just occupy yourself, and you know, just. You got to give your self some time, you know what I mean? And if I could help do this interview, you know what I mean? Just stay strong. And you need, listen to your parents, you know, you have a small circle, you know what I mean? I thought I had like, you know, who had more friends, and, you know, like it's crazy, you know what I mean? Everyone's there for the good time, but when you need someone and no one's there, especially that main person's not there, it hurts. You know what I mean?
It's interesting though. It's interesting though what you just said there, because there is a fact where, you know, when you have people around you at the good times and you don't have the people around with you in the bad times. I mean, I'm sure those who were with you should think the fact that, you know, what's been going on. I mean, you know, we haven't been communicating, or, you know, how he will be, you know, how he's been doing, and, you know, what is he in which condition. You know, there's a lot of questions a person would ask who you spent your entire life journey with someone, you know, during the whole process. Because we're talking about from the 90s here to 2011, you know, the whole time, you know, it's practically you've kind of grown up with them, you know.
I mean, I think that's, I don't know if, who's, you know, like, money does. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? People shouldn't change. You know what I mean? But I'm just so happy. You know what I mean? Like, who picked me up, and, you know, how to get back. You know what I mean? Like, no one does that. You know, like, and I really respect, like I said, Sandeep, Rahan, and Karan Aujla, and Tony, and Jay, and for picking me up. You know, there's a couple. You know, it's been amazing. And just Sipaji, you know, Jalandhari, he's been really supportive. You know what I mean? And yeah, people like, what's wrong with him? You know, he's doing this and that. And, you know, in the media, I seen some pictures. It kind of looked like me, you know, like, that was a turning point when I said, you know, enough's enough. You know, they wouldn't stop, you know, like I get tamkiyan, you know, like people come to my house, or tamkiyan de janiyan, you know, and I go to a holiday, utte tamkiyan je aa janiyan, you know what I mean? I know who that one person is, you know what I mean? And, you know, and, but yeah, I don't know. He's the same person saying, you know, you spread love, spread no negativity, you know what I mean? But Hassan, getting tamkiyan, I'm getting, you know, but we're coming back strong, you know what I mean? And nothing's going to stop us. Nothing's going to stop Hassan. Nothing's going to stop me. And I love the Punjabi, all the Punjabi music lovers. I love you so much, and just look out for us, and we're gonna bring you the best music, I promise.
Absolutely. It's glad that you're back, and it's good that you're energetic. You've got the passion. You've got something that you want to do, right? You know, you want to do something now. You know, good to see that.
And I want to support good music, you know what I mean, and get recognized for it. Like, I've never been to a award show. Why not? I've been part of how many hits, you know what I mean, and I've never been recognized, or, you know, Jazzy never mentioned my name, you know, even when you get an award, you know, Hardy, or so little things like that. So it made me work hard now. You know what I mean? I want that awards. You know what I mean? I want Hudson to get the best award for the new, you know, vocalist for the upcoming. Why? Well, who's gonna compete? You know, so I want fair awards. I don't want awards being just handed out. And recognition is good. You know what I mean?
Recognition is a must, because end of the day, I mean, like we're discussing, you know, back then ਦੌਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਕੈਸਟਾਂ ਦਾ CDs ਦਾ you could actually literally find out how many record sales you've had
Yeah.
and if the album is a hit or not. It's all down to the sales. But
Yeah.
nowadays, having everything digital, ਇੱਕ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਇਆ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਚੱਲੀਆਂ ਕਿ YouTube fake they've got fake views, artists ਖਰੀਦਦੇ ਆ view, this and that. We're all, that anyway. But coming down to, when it comes down to recognition, I think this present point, it's about supporting each other because end of the day, everyone's in the same boat. ਕੋਈ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਫਲਾਨਾ ਸੁਪਰਸਟਾਰ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਫਲਾਨਾ ਦੀ record sales ਇੰਨੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਮਾਂ ਬਦਲ ਗਿਆ, the times changed, everyone's in the same struggle of actually making a good income out of music. ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਦੌਰ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ.
I mean, yeah, fake views, like you're saying. I mean, you know what? Even social media. I mean, like I think how many Instagram followers you have. This and that. We're going too much. You got to start living life a little bit too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Like when I go, like I may have like one Instagram follower, but when I go in public, when I go to a restaurant, when I go to a mall, wherever I go, like you know what I mean. And I remember like white people coming up to me, Chinese, everybody, what do you do? That's live views, like not just fake, just views.
Yeah.
Little thing. Oh, that's, you got to be more, living. People got to live more, I think, you know what I mean? And that's just my thing, you know what I mean? And just live life.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned going in public and, places and things and,
Yeah.
A funny thing to ask, right? You being in the music industry, I mean, I'm sure you go to shopping malls and various places to do shopping and everything.
Yeah.
Now, clearly, I mean, those who are watching us, all the music you've done, I see it is more attracting women, right? It's a fact, right? Let's get real here, right? Have you ever come across women running after you in a shopping mall and saying, "He's hardy, he's hardy"? Have you ever come across a situation like that?
Well, I do see it, but I pretend not to see it. But we like ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਹਾੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਛੇੜੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਨਾ I didn't know. I love my ladies and I love my fans. You know what I mean? And it's, God bless them. You know what I mean? And my music is when I do go in the studio. I tend to sing to the ladies, not for guns, not for guns and this and that. I'm ਪਿਆਰ ਮੈਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਦਾ ਭੁੱਖਾ ਪੈਸੇ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ and spread love and it's an amazing thing. Women are great. I respect women a lot.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਭੁੱਖੇ ਸੀਗੇ because I remember that track Loving Time what you did with Shazia Manzoor.
Yes.
ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਡਲ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਭੁੱਖੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ. You're just playing snooker and just enjoying.
That was awesome. Yeah, Shazia Manzoor. That whole thing that I was in high school still, you know what I mean? And for one, and I was very blessed, very excited. I'm beyond the butte. No lag gaya burni rute malapa wali rehna nahi durni tu jaan meri soniye main teri soniye Ambiyan de butte. Yeah, man, that was a loving song.
Oh dear, it certainly was, and the title was bang on, Loving Time. I mean, it was a loving song anyway. I mean, it's a track which many must be listening. Mad because I am also a Shazia Manzoor fan as well. I mean, she's got a massive voice, fantastic voice. She's got a blessed voice, I would say.
Best, and big,
absolutely.
That big banger with the Belly Jag Paul, that was a big one. You know what I mean? Just on it.
Oh yeah, just on it. I mean, you know what it is. Kadi ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚੀਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ artists ਸੀਗੇ ਉਸ ਦੌਰ ਦੇ, where are they now? I mean, why aren't they doing much with the UK producers? Yeah, where has it gone wrong? I mean, what's happened?
I mean, there's a lot of producers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm the biggest fan of Shinda. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, we can see that. Yes,
and he's the best. He's a star, man. Like that's, he's amazing. I'm a big fan of his work. You know what I mean? And grew up listening to his music, and he's the best in my mind. Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, Paji, Shinda, jinne bhi dekh rahe, I mean, he's one of those producers and artists and performers.
God bless him. God bless him.
Which to be honest, although he's been in the industry for so many years, like from 90s to now, he's still active, still doing things. And the main thing is that you never see him with an ego attitude. He's just normal, like a normal person and a normal behavior. You don't see that, although he's a massive, massive producer and artist, ਏਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ that he like ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਣੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਟਾਈਮ ਪਾਸ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ
yes he's
and that's just the beauty about that person where he doesn't actually show off
never
of his position in the industry.
That's the amazing part. You're gonna be very you just gotta be thankful. You have it, and you don't flaunt it. You know what I mean? You don't rub it in anybody's face. Stay positive, spread love in this world. I mean, there's enough negativity and there's personal problems. Everyone's going through something personal. And I think if everyone are out, we'd get further in life. And I mean, I could go on about negative stuff, but I'm not. You know what I mean? And God bless Jazzy B. You know what I mean? And his family. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm on my own way. He's in his own way. And yes, and yeah, it's. I can't wait for him to hear my music.
ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਏਦਾਂ ਆ that ਬੇਸ਼ੱਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਮਨਮਟਾਵ or whatever whatever your personal issues whatever right but end of the day ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ music relationship the relationship you've got in the music industry personal ਵੱਖਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ music ਵੱਖਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਆ I think ਹੱਲਾਸ਼ੇਰੀ ਆਪਸ ਚ ਦੇਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ when it comes down to either competition ਭਾਵੇਂ it's a competition. Do it as a healthy competition. You guys, you're doing good as well. I like it. Appreciation, very jaruri hai. I would say in the industry.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I started November 18th. I'm 10 minutes back. You know what I mean? So, and I got a couple projects coming up, and I'm very excited. You know what I mean? And so, like I never thought, but I just want to thank, like I said, like just my whole team. You know what I mean? I'm not in it by myself, and it feels so good. And I can't wait. I feel like telling you about my new project, but I was told.
You're really like ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਨਾ ਬੇਸਬਰੀ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਐਕਸਾਈਟਮੈਂਟ ਆ ਯਾਰ ਕਿ ਮੰਜ਼ਲਾ ਤੇ ਕੱਢਤਾ ਮੰਜ਼ਲਾ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਟਾਰਟਰ ਸੀ ਵਾਸ ਐਪੇਟਾਈਜ਼ਰ ਅਗਲਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੇਨ ਕੋਰਸ ਆ ਮੇਨ ਕੋਰਸ ਆਏਗਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਜ਼ਰਟ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ
ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ I've spent. This is my biggest project. I'm gonna say ever. It's done a project. I'm not even. This is my biggest project in my whole career.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, like I've always never said I was a professional singer. It was my profession. I mean, you've never said that, but now it's at that level. After this main course, I'm gonna represent and present. Sorry, and it's yeah. I'm ready to come back in the game big. And
fantastic. And Paji, we were mentioning a couple of names from the music industry before. We've got Meshi Paji watching us as well. I mean, Meshi Shara, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਬੜਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ he's got a massive contribution not just as an artist but also doing intros and hearing that voice in Shinda Paji's music as well. He's hats off to him, a lot of respect.
All the intros, even all the intros he's done on, part of the whole, like I don't want to mention that guy's name, but yeah, I say Jazzy, but like, he because of him, they were hits, you know what I mean? Surma, you know what I mean? It was just,
oh yeah.
Was it just amazing? His voice is so powerful, man. Like I'm seriously like I think he's probably ripped a couple mics, but like he's just so powerful. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt, absolutely. I mean that voice. I mean, still when we listen to Sulma, you mentioned even Shinda Paji's tracks as well. Even the recent song Shinda Paji's done, Charda Punjab. In there,
yeah,
kind of
Modi heard
the voice. Yeah, I mean the voice, the strength, the power. And the way he actually speaks in there, bande je ek josh aa like waqi that there is a serious thing going on. There's a lot of seriousness in there.
Modi da ਉਹਦਾ ਨਿਕਲਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ
ਉਹ ਮੈਸ਼ੀ ਪਾਜੀ ਨੇ ਡਰਾਤਾ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੱਲਦੀ ਗੇਮ ਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਖਰਾਬ ਕਰਤੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਗਏ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਿਠਾਤੇ ਬੰਦੇ yeah
Messy's a great man. I mean, everyone. I got everyone. I mean, Safri Paji, Sabara, everybody. Like AS Khan Paji, all give me love. You know what I mean? you know, when I was in Birmingham, just, you know, when I was just there recently, and
Yeah.
but I had to return because they were gonna shut the planes down. But I was gonna be there for a while, and yeah, I'm ready. You know, we're ready. You know, and so
Yeah.
the main course is almost ready. You know what I mean? It's 90%.
Most of the tiara, you know, like you say, main course, right? Because I'm a bit of a foodie guy. As you can see, my shirt, you know, I've got ice creams, ਕੁਲਫੀਆਂ ਨਿੱਕੀਆਂ ਨਿੱਕੀਆਂ ਕੁਲਫੀਆਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਵੀ ਪਾਈ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਯਾਰ ਲੋਕ ਪਸੰਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਦੇਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਿਰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਪਾ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਆ ਸੋ I'm a bit of a foodie guy, so the main course is with you. ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੱਸੀ ਦਾ ਗਲਾਸ ਗਜਰੇਲਾ
ਨਾ ਮਸਲਾ ਦਾਲ ਮਿਲਦੀ
you know ਮਸਾਲੇ ਦਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਆ ਬੰਦੇ ਦਾ ਹਾਜ਼ਮਾ ਠੀਕ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਆ the digestion problems but some people get the masala dal is good for that, you know, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ who don't know the fundamental values of masala dal ਕੌਲੀ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਪੀਆ ਕਰੋ digestion ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, you know.
I don't like masala dal.
Yo, I'm surprised, right? I'm surprised that in ਤੁਸੀਂ performances ਕੀਤੀਆਂ. I presume ਕਿ caterers ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ on your gigs, you know, on dinner and dance events. Why isn't we seeing the caterers serving masala dal on a H and J concert? You know, we ਮੈਂ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਆ, you know, ਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਪਨੀਰ, you know, ਜਿਹੜੇ non-veg ਖਾਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ, right? But masala dal, why does that not ever get served on a H and J performance?
I know where you're going with this.
ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਲ ਆ ਇਹ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਬੜਾ ਹੈਰਾਨ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਭਾਜੀ I've never been to any Shinda Paji's performance in my entire life, which is quite strange. I haven't seen Jazzy B Paji performing on stage in my life. But a lot of people tell me ਕਿ ਮਸਲਾ ਦਾਲ ਕਦੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਸਵਾਲ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਮਸਲਾ ਦਾਲ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਜਵਾਬ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸੋ ਭਾਜੀ ਹੁਣ you tell me why masala dal is not there.
Because I don't like it. I don't like masala dal.
Exactly. That's a simple answer. Hardy doesn't like masala dal. Breaking news.
Not my thing, man.
What's your favorite dish then? What's your favorite food actually, Paji?
My favorite food? I like pizza. I like pizza. I like everything, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? Portions. I don't, you know, I fast 16 hours, you know, then I eat everything after 8 hours window. So yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. Very blessed, man. You know, at the age of 40, you know what I mean? I don't feel 40, you know, but yeah, I have a shake in the morning. It has everything in there. Like I don't have a big breakfast, like a big English breakfast, mate. You know what I mean? Like Tony has. Holy smokes, man! Like damn, the UK breakfast. Fingers, holy mushrooms, holy. It's crazy, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can do it every day. I mean, I obviously get pretty big. But yeah, I mean, yeah, look, I'm fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking the same, but a little bit of white hair. But other than that, I'll never dye my hair. So, but I'll never be dyeing my hair. So.
Wow, wow. देखो जी सिद्धी गल आ. Now, even like you're saying about the white hair. I mean, even there's another iconic person, which we all recognize. You need to guess who I'm talking about here, Paji.
Adi.
It's very famous banda, right? Who we recognize with white hair and white beard. He's internationally known. You need to guess now. Who can that be?
Oh, I don't want to say his name. White
beard. White hair, and he's got a white beard. Ovi jiri thadi style di nahi, and lambi jahi the triangular one.
Don't say Modi or anything like that.
No. This is more. This is beyond. This is global. I'm talking about worldwide recognized. You know, everyone knows him.
Okay. Well, that's. You got me here, mate. You got me here.
Okay, right. I'll share you then. Those who know that guy, he's got a white beard, right? He's got white hair. Wears round glasses.
Okay.
He wears a white shirt.
Yeah.
And a black bow.
Okay. KFC guy.
Exactly. The KFC Baba. You can't go wrong. The Kentucky Baba. ਉਹਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਸੈੱਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ with the beard, with the long beard. ਫਰਕ ਇੰਨਾ ਆ that he's white, he's got white hair.
Yeah. He's got white hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think there was a couple of people saying Santa Claus, which was very, very blender होने वाला ਸੀगा. Santa Claus कित्थों आ गया? He's got a bit of a long beard up to his knees.
KFC, man. I mean, yeah, I eat like this portion. I love cooking. I cook everything. Through my depression, whatever you want to call it, that 4 years. Yeah, I was cooking a lot. Just to get my mind, just off things. Because I was always into music. Music is my life.
Yeah.
I was always flying in and out. Life just totally changed. I was always dancing and laughing and happy, and my body didn't know how to react to this sadness and this confusion and this hurt. I was very hurt. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I cried lots. If I could help anybody in this, it'd be good. And we just stay strong and eat well. Yes, eat portion.
Absolutely.
Eat too much. A lot of people on the diet in the UK. Man, diet. Diet. So,
diet. देखो जी ਜਿਹੜੀ diet है ना UKI diet. They mean like कल राती we had naan, छोले भटूरे, all sorts. जे बटे ऐसे बस हो गई जी. Diet कर रहे ਅਸੀਂ. हैं हथ ਚੱਕਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ हैं ਅਸੀਂ ਗਰਮ ਕੋਸਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਪੀਂਦੇ ਹੁਣ. So Rhonda ਦਾ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ ਵੈਸੇ ਭਾਜੀ? How's Rhonda?
Rhonda's good. I can hear her. She wants to come in, but she's awesome. She's a blue nose pit bull, and third pit bull I've had, growing up. So, but
wow.
I had Buff, then I had Rambo. He passed away, and Buff passed away. But this is Rhonda. Yeah, Rhonda's awesome. She's the first.
So you just mentioned Rambo there. I mean, is that why the album Rambo released?
No, don't. Yeah, Rambo was released then, but I named it a little bit before. You know what I mean? And I had Rambo. I don't know. Yeah, I think that album should have been named Gaddi. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
क्या बात है. Fantastic, man. So yeah, Paji. Tell us a bit about these goggles as well. Goggles में recently हसन होना दी भी तस्वीर देखी सी मैं. उन्होंने लाल रंग दी goggles पाईयां उन्होंने with the red lens. I mean, it seems like मामे दी रीस कर रहा है इत्थे इस वक्त. He's trying to.
Like I can't wait. I had everything set. I thought he's gonna come in February to England, but when it band ho gaya, and all my suits picked out, and so he's gonna be wearing the same sort of style. It's gonna be nice. It's great. These are Ditas. I got
Ditas. Wow, क्या बात है. Ditas.
I like
बड़े बखरे नाम हैं.
Yeah, Ditas. These are 24 karat gold, the real gold. These ones.
बल्ले बठवाटे, क्या बात है. पूरे जिदा ना पूरे फैशन मॉडल लग रहे हैं. मैं कह सकता हूँ. क्या बात है. क्या बात है.
And the music. Yeah, I'm just ready. It's just who you are. I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm stronger version of heart back, man. And I just can't wait for my new. Just support my music. It's gonna be the best quality. That's what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be the best quality. Like it's not like do dena to band, like some people. I don't know how they do it, but I'm putting in the passion and my hard work, and the intros are gonna come back. You're gonna get a lot of this song is just the best writer, the best music, the best singer. Obviously, hopefully I'll be the best producer. So I'm gonna be bringing hits.
Fantastic.
And I'm
fantastic.
I want to say hi to all the artists, in the UK. I want to say hi to all the artists in India, and I want looking to work with everyone. Me and Hassan are ready. But that's our team. Karan Adila, my little brother, man. I respect him, and we're gonna do lots coming. I'm very excited. But please be out.
We're looking forward. We are looking forward, Paji. I mean, जितना तुसी mention किता, अक्सर की ਹੁੰਦਾ ना, those who are in the music industry, we kind of hesitate on sharing each other's work, and kadi kadi. But I've come across a lot of producers and artists now that actually share each other's work, that just shows a positive side in the industry. People all the people in the industry have their eyes on each other's work, and actually appreciating it. It's good to see that now.
Like even for Manzala, I'm coming back, but there is a lot of jealousy. I'm sorry to say it, but there is a lot of hate. But especially I don't know. There's nothing to fear from me. You know what I mean? You're gonna get good music, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know really what to say. You know what I mean? It's pretty sad, but you need love in this world now. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, I want to mention a few names here, Paji. We've got Shin here, Paji, from the UK, producer, watching us.
Let's go.
ਇਹ ਵੀ ਬੜੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਜੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂ ਨਾ although I know all the producers now, being in the media and everything now, but ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ that I'm kind of attracted towards those artists and producers, they अच्छे vibrations ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ that they've got the kind of positive vibe in them. And Shin here, Paji, is one of those as well, who have known for a while now. And, and even Raj Kaul Paji, he's watching us as well. He's a producer as well. So, music industry, these kind of boys, brothers are actually putting a lot of effort to grow the industry here back again, because they care that UK industry production, when it comes down to music production, mix and mastering, you don't get that anywhere else.
Yes.
Genevieve to see, Paji, you've done albums here. Shinda, Paji, we've been in their crew and everything. That production, you don't really see that in India.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Different. Yeah, the sound, the UK sound, it's amazing. You know what I mean? I'm just, like I said, like the sound, jehdi hon audi hai, jidda apne. Laptop, like a laptop. Everyone's got the laptop, but your studio, you're sitting around. Yeah, but it's that sound. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's different than live. You know what I mean? Going.
Yeah.
If we don't go to studio we khad jane. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Phir to sara laptop. So laptop ta lo, tabla ta lo. You can't hook. You can't. You got to go in the studio, sound studio, and that sound is even different. Live percussion, guitars. That's what I love doing. You got to put effort.
So tell us a bit, buddy. About like even the Manzila track as well. Was that actually all the music played like live, like in the studio? How did that work? Because that actually sounded very. It did actually sound very as if it's being performed live.
Yeah.
The detail of the sound.
Yeah, I mean, there was live percussion in that. I mean, obviously, but. Like I'm saying, like even overall, like everything like should be like in the studio, like live. You know what I mean? Like I love that sound. You know what I mean? Like instead of samples, I'm trying to say that people use the same.
Yeah.
That same, like some music producers that I know, like the same tone keys in that song, but just kind of pitched up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I think that's where things are going a bit.
Tuning your instrument
in a different direction.
Of C sharp, but whatever you have to do. You know what I mean? So.
I think what it is also, Paji, mentioning कि सौखा हो गया ना, because सारा digital हो गया. Anyone can. I mean, jera banda who hasn't got a music background, can literally just produce a song by a ghost producer or whatever. I just send it to Ditto, and it's on every single platform. But सौखा हो गया. It's changed.
See, that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, but the sound is not there. The quality is not there. I could. Like I'm a perfectionist. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, if it's not perfect, I won't stop. You know what I mean? And you got to keep hearing it. Yeah, you cannot a song in 2 days, in 2 weeks. I don't understand. It's taken me like now this song. The main course has taken me at least 2.5 months. You know what I mean? To get everything into control. Like writer on page, you got to get this person on page. It's just a teamwork. You know what I mean? And tarjamoni, this and that. This is what I want, and this is the instruments I want. This, I mean, there's a lot. It's not like ding ling ling ding ding ling ding. It's like giving birth. Start off with a click, and then you add and you put your art into it. You know what I mean? And you come up with, and you look at it after. It's like it's like giving birth. It's like same thing. You made this. You know what I mean? It should be something.
And
you put your heart to it, and it will sound perfect. Trust me.
Absolutely. I mean, it's about creating a melody here. It's about creating, puri lay hove, from the start to the end of the song.
Yeah, like
it has to be in rhythm, all that kind of.
My songs, even like I'm surprised in Turn On album, like like Do Pal Sade Koli Beja. Like I heard it, like I'm gonna put it on, I blasted it, and it still sounds like amazing.
It does. It does. It does. It does. I mean, the Doorbell is that track. I would say from the entire album.
Mhm.
I think that one song, I would say, it's like there's a different vibe to it. There's a different feel. There's a different kind of rhythm to it. There's like a sound. The whole lyrics as well. ਜਿਹੜੀ composition भी बनी.
You know, I always
You
got
know.
vocalists in my music, and like I said, I sing. It's something that I like listening to. You know what I mean? Like that's what I like listening to. You know what I mean? So as an artist, as a singer, you can't be singing like okay, you're just everywhere. You know, but that's my style of music. You know, like Ah Kudiye Mere Harde was a big hit in the UK, man. Ah Kudiye
Oh yes.
Harde Beja Mere Ko. ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲਣ ਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਨਾ ਮੂੰਹ ਬੋਲ ਪਾ ਲੈ ਗਲ ਚ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਬਾਹਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਜ਼ੁਲਫਾਂ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਜਿੰਦਰੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਮੇ ਲਾਵਾਂ ਨਾਮੇ ਲਾਵਾਂ ਨਾਮੇ ਲਾਵਾਂ you know like it's
Wow.
you know like yeah Devraj just wrote those you know I really miss him you know what I mean and you know
Fantastic.
like when the sad thing is you know like 2000 after that album okay Sindar Kaur passed away Devraj just
Yeah. He was also a very interesting writer. You know,
so it was sad. He passed away, and then obviously Khalid Manik when he passed away, it was just 2011. After that, yeah, it was you know like all my writers and everything. It was just kind of it was just a sad. I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? It was just You know how can I continue?
It was almost like all the iconic people, all those people who actually have a massive role in actually building the foundation, the pillars of the music industry, suddenly fall like dominoes. You know, they kind of got washed away in years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, like, everyone took a little break. Even like Jazzy Sidhu, like, I haven't seen anything from him. He's an amazing vocalist. You know, I'm a big fan of B21. You know what I mean? But
Wow.
like, yeah, everything. Yeah, you can take a little break, and I hope everyone's okay and come back. You know what I mean? Music is forever. Yeah, it's like if you have this passion, anyone has a passion to anything, you should pursue it. You know, don't be like okay,
absolutely.
But you have to make the effort. You know, like I was coming to UK, and I go, you know what, I wasn't gonna start the main course yet, but just certain issues that happened, you know, and then I was like, you know what, now I'm gonna do it because you know the 1-2 haters that you know that kind of made me upset. And I'm like, okay, my God, get going on, and so my flight got canceled, but I rebooked. I didn't give up. It was COVID. I had to do a COVID test, no problem. So I got to UK, and but yeah, I didn't give up. You know what I mean? And you get it done. You know, and I had great meetings there. Everything went, you know, and had a great time actually. It was tier 5 too, but opened everything up.
yeah, because I remember you mentioning that because that time was pretty a difficult time in the UK with the pandemic and everything, you know. So, but yes, Baji, absolute pleasure, man. I mean, we've been on live for a full hour plus a few minutes, but maja aa gaya, waqai aaj swaad hi aa gaya because although I've interviewed various other artists, producers, but waqai aaj lag raha hai ki yaar, we've got someone back now, you know.
Yes,
who's got some passion, who's got a love for music.
Yes.
Right? And is a perfectionist. That's the word I love. Perfectionist. Yeah, bandana puri. Like the deepness, goes to the deepness to bring quality out. I'm glad to see you back now. You know, fantastic.
Much. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you know, like I'm just very blessed, and yeah, just please believe in me and in our team. You know, Hassan Manik and Indie Bling, and also one of my boys. You know, Tony and Jay, Gurpreet, Soni Paji, Jazzy, and if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. You know, but all my boys. You know, I mean, none but love. You know, all over the world. You know, I'm getting all over Canada. I'm just very, very happy. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe that, you know, like, you know, I would be sitting here doing an interview, you know, not in a million years, you know, when you're stuff like you have to go through a little emotional time or something. You know, you think like, is this going to be forever? There's a big cloud over you. You know, you can't see that light end of the tunnel, you know, other side of the tunnel. And, but, you know, God's blessings, you know, I'm back and brighter and just so much happier. And, it's gonna be good. I can't wait to dance with everybody. You know, go on, you know, and just rock and roll and see the world again, and just go on stage with Hassan Manik and just picking up that back vocal mic. It's gonna be surreal for me. You know, I'm gonna have to take it in and just never give up. That's my message to everybody. Never give up on your parents, and God's great. You know, never let them go.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. respect, Spaji. I mean, we've had 20 people staying on watching us live. We all 21 people, including myself, are with you, and we're all there to support whatever content you bring, you know, whatever music you bring. Now we're looking forward for your next track.
No.
And hopefully when things do get normal, we'll see you in the UK performing on stage.
Yes.
That'll be a very iconic moment to see the man himself, Hardy, performing on stage. I mean, respect, Spaji.
Yes.
And yeah, man.
And I can't wait to perform, because I didn't get to perform Dopa live at UK. I didn't perform Akuriye. So those songs are, yeah, so I never took any shows at that time. It's certain things. So I can't wait to take, you know, just to perform those songs and new songs and Hassan singing. So yeah, I can't wait to just have a nice session, man. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait. You know what I mean? I can't wait. It's just,
We're looking forward that we're looking forward to support you guys as an audience. And ਰੱਬ ਇसी ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਭਾਜੀ ਤਰੱਕੀਆਂ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ wishing you the very best.
Thank you so
of
much.
your journey now, what you're starting from fresh.
Right.
You know, I would consider you're starting from fresh now. And yeah, man, respects Paji, and God bless. ਤੇ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੇ ਇਸੇ ਹੀ ਗੱਜਦੇ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਰਹੋ, ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀਆਂ ਕਲਾਂ 'ਚ ਰਹੋ ਤੇ ਚੱਕੀ ਜਾਓ ਫੱਟੇ, ਰੁਕਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਸ।
ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਿੱਛੇ,
ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਮੋੜ ਲਈ, ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਗੱਡੀ ਮੋੜ ਲਈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ।
And you know, nothing but love for you. Thank you so much for spending time, and everyone listening, thank you so much. And yes, man, get ready for some good music, quality music. You know what I mean? And I got the recipe. I'll make you dance, and it's gonna be awesome.